Welcome back, guys, to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, where Maya seems to be in trouble with a spirit medium related murder having taken place in the chambers of the Fey Manor here. We speak to Dick Gumshoe about the case in particular, trying to get the adequate information while chasing around Pearl Fey, it seems, having also met Eenie Meenie in the last episode as well. Well, Dick Gumshoe, what do you have to say about Maya? About Maya. I hate to break this to you, pal, but with the way things look now, that girl's the only one who could have done it. Yeah, only Maya and the victim were inside this room after all. But Maya is... You can ask more about her later, pal. Right now, I've got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence. Detective Gumshoe looks like a real professional. And yet, something about his expression still looks the same. It does indeed. What was the cause of death? Well, gunshot. So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, huh? He was shot in the forehead. But he was also stabbed in the chest with a knife. I was kind of confused. Saying that he shot in the forehead, there were two shots going out after all. I know the double tap rule with zombies, but he's not a zombie unless there are zombies now. A knife? Basically, the Vic was first stabbed. Then he was shot. He didn't fight back at all in this time frame. It seems weird that you'd stab someone if you had a gun at easy hand, but still, let's check the bloodstain here. Hey pal, no touching without my permission. I'm just looking at it. Hey, I can't be too careful if a kid like her could be a murder suspect, how can I? I guess if I want to search this room, I'm gonna have to come back later. Well, that said, let's look along a little bit. Hey, oh, okay. No looking anywhere, I guess, then? Oh, no, I can go across. It doesn't really seem like anything else has changed within this room. Nope. Nothing at all. Well, then, the question comes as to where do I go? If you won't talk to me about anything more, and I have nothing to present, where do I move to? Well, the only place I can move currently, the meditation room. So let's find out who to speak to next as we look around the place and we head to Kurain village. Well, Lotta Hart is still there? She is indeed. She's probably scared out of her wits after having a murder take place right by her. Lotta? Good don't let me be next. What? Good don't let it be me next. Yes, okay then. Eek! Don't scare me like that. What do you mean? You're the one scaring me. If I weren't so tough, you'd have another dead body on your hands. Fine. Okay then. Okay. Well, do you have anything more to speak about? Any ideas? Can I look at your photos, actually? Did you see or notice anything that stuck out at you? Nah, well, maybe one thing. What is it? Turns out my poor stomach's not good at handling this kind of thing. Huh? What? Curses and ghosts and stuff coming back to get you. It's just too much, I say. What is too much? Being an occult photographer. That's some scary stuff, so I think I'm gonna try being a celebrity photographer now. Going after photos more like within your reach from now on. More glamour, less gore. What's up? Oh yeah! What is it? I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures of the murder scene inside. Ah, she did. 2 even. The Seance murder. I sure like the ring of that. It'll be a sensational story. Lotta? Sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside me. Hate to cut and run, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops at Scoop of the Century. Wow! Okay then, whatever. I don't know who's scarier, Lotta or the spirits, or my accent of her now. And why does it feel like we've been through this before? A little bit. Well, nothing seems to be an examining kind of thing, so let's head to the meditation room and see that Dick Gumshoe's probably got a lot to deal with now that Lotta Hart's there. Oh dear, madame. You have such impeccable timing. Like, what's all the buzz? Alright, everyone, listen up. You too, pal. I'm going to give you all a brief update. Right now, it looks like the investigation is not going to be done until real late. That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of the Fey Manor tonight. And so we do? What a mess. I can't believe how crazy this day turned out. Maya was arrested and taken away by the police. And I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. No, I wouldn't. But they did. Morning. I guess I must have nodded off at some point. I hope Maya's okay. I should hurry and get to the detention centre ASAP. And so we leave the Fey Manor completely. And visit Maya, who is going to be noticeably upset. Nick! Maya, what am I going to do? I never imagined it would turn out like this. Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. Come to think of it, the first time I met her, it all started right here, in this detention centre. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. I was too weak, and I couldn't control the spirit's power, so... I don't want to bring up the case quite yet, but... You don't have to be nice to me. I understand. You understand what exactly? Do you know what? Before I talk about anything, I want to examine Mr. Stoic Guard, who always stands there regardless. This guard monitors the visitors' room. I wonder if he's bored. Not that I can tell since he never looks over this way. He just stays stock still. Forever. Channeling! So you're the master or something at the Kurain School of Channeling? Actually, my mother is for now. But since that title is passed from mother to daughter, I guess I will be someday. Someday, she says. Many people think that channeling isn't real, and it's all just an act. You believe in this, don't you? Yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. When Maya's channeling a spirit, not only her voice but her whole physical appearance changes. It's a supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. It happened this time too. Dr. Gray said that he wanted to call the nurse, so... Maya's body must have taken on that nurse's appearance. What happened there? What exactly happened in the channeling chamber? I went into that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door, and sat down across from him. Okay. We closed our eyes, and I began the channeling. This is sounding kind of creepy, like the beginning of a scary story. And that's the last thing I remember. What? After a spirit comes into my body, I lose myself, my consciousness. Then you don't remember a single thing? When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms. And there was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream. A dream? What was that dream about? What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling? I can't remember it all that well, but I was dead and buried in the ground. I couldn't move, and it was unbearable. Really suffocating. It went something like that. I see. I have no idea what to say to that. There was a really familiar smell too. Under the ground? Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I smelled that same scent before. I guess this is about all the information I'm going to gather for today. I'll be back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure you prepare it, okay? Huh? It? What is it? A document requesting me to be your attorney, of course. But... what's wrong? Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer. No one's decided that yet. But I did! I killed that person with these 2 hands! That's enough, Mayor. It's hopeless. If you defend me, you'll lose, I'm sure. Stop it. Help me. Nick, help me. I'm scared. Don't worry, I will. When is the trial? It sounds like tomorrow. As usual, 0 prep time. Alright, I'm going now. Wait. This jewel. This is called a Magatama. It's a magical charm, and it's always protected me. Give this to Pearly, and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual powers. Okay then, the Magatama has been received from Mayor. Right then, anything else to speak of? Nothing about the Magatama? Maybe I can present it and find out a little bit more information? Make sure you show that to Pearly, okay Nick? I'm sure she'll be a big help to you. Well, first of all, I gotta find her, if anything. Right, so nothing more to talk to her about. All we can do is move. Should we check out the Wright & Co. law offices first, though? Without Mayor around, it's gonna be pretty empty. Phew. Feels like I've been gone forever. But it's only been 1 day. Oh, that's right. Where's that newspaper Dr. Gray bought the other day? On the thing there? Ah, here it is, right on top of my desk. This is the only thing he left behind that's going to be of any help. Right, so we've added in newspaper clipping 1. Right, so what is that? I wasn't expecting to get anything going here, I was just expecting a conversation dialogue. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died from malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. Well, that's an interesting little point there, but it's not going to lead us to much. Back to Kurain village it is, a 2-hour journey. But for Maya, we'll do anything. Do anything at all! I have to save Maya, no matter what. It's her life on the line. And the what happened in that room yesterday. Well, the only way to find out is by questioning everyone and everything. Autopsy time, Mr. Gumshoe? The meditation room nurtures all mediums, young and old. Even mediums in training, I'd wager. But it's pretty deserted today. Probably because of the murder yesterday. Well, nothing's going on currently, and there doesn't seem anything extra to examine. So let's try to find Pearl before anyone else. Little Pearl isn't here today. Maybe she's at school. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything else going on with the world. I'd say the fence was broken, but then I realised it's one of those water things. Most likely, anyway. Anything in the side room? Oh, it's Eni. Oh, hey. Like, you're that guy from yesterday. The, dentist guy? No, I'm a lawyer. That's right. Mr. Smith, Esquire? That's right. What I mean, you're wrong. My name is Wright. Smith. Right. Well, I got like 3 letters at least. I don't think she gets this point. No, not at all. Anyway, why are you here? So, like, I study this thing called parapsychology at this college, and you told me about that yesterday. The sesame allergy too. What I'd really like to know is why you're still here today. Oh, so like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more like clear about it. Sorry, my bad. No, it's okay. Like, it's really... That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So like, what was I talking about again? If Lotta ever wanted another genuine mysterious phenomenon, it's right here. I agree with that. Well, eeny meeny, let's speak to you some more about yourself. So, why are you still here today? The scene of a murder, after all. Like, there's so much for me to, like, study here. Like what? Like, the medium's training, or like, how they inherit their spiritual power? I suppose this village is the real thing, after all. So, like, I asked if I could stay here for, like, a little longer. She sure seemed like the carefree type, at least, on the surface. What happened, Nini? Have you heard about the murder? It's, like, totally scary, she says with a silly smile plastered on her face. So, do you know anything about it that might help? Somehow, I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on here. Alright then, the victim then. Do you know more about him? About the victim, Dr. Gray? I don't know who you're talking about. Like, wait, I think you asked about him, like, yesterday too? That's right. Her reaction yesterday when I asked was... You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like, a long, long time ago, I was, like, a patient, yeah? Okay, she's definitely hiding something from me. Like, is something wrong? I don't know. I don't know if I'm making you sound like a surfer or not as well. Like, bodacious, dude? Like, totally? But anyway, let's move on. Let's hope we get a surfer in the future, but I doubt it very much. Like, totally bodacious? It's like, I'm Garth. But anyway, let's go back to the meditation room and stop doing my terrible accents, because Becca would have a go at me because my accents are never correct in any way, shape or form. And move to the meditation or the channeling chamber itself and try to find Pearl, shall we? It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. I should take this chance and thoroughly check this room. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or two. Oh, Mr. Wright. Good morning. I am on my way to go meet Mystic Maya, and I thought to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely, tea so bitter you lose your tongue and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. I'm sure Maya will be very grateful. That's Mystic Maya, good sir. Ah, she's one scary lady. Oh dear, sweet Mystic Maya. Pearl wept constantly for you last night, as did I. I know it's important for me to search the site, but I should ask her some questions too while I have the chance. And put my Mystic Meg voice on for her if you're British and you're old enough to remember who the hell that is. I would like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday. Do you mean that awful tragedy? That man murdered me, so I killed him. Maya? Step away from there! Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. 2. What happened here in this room after I left? Well, first I struck Mystic Maya on the head to make her go unconscious, correct? That is correct. Next, I performed the spirit severing technique. Spirit severing technique? The spirit of that nurse was inside of Mystic Maya's body. I used the technique to send the nurse's spirit back to the other world. I wonder if this kind of testimony is even admissible in a court of law. I doubt it very much. By the way, what is this room exactly? The channeling chamber? This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such tragedy as yesterday. What do you mean? Sometimes when an inexperienced medium calls an especially strong spirit, that spirit may become violent and revolt, as you witnessed yesterday. Revolt? But how? When a spirit enters a medium's body, she loses her will and herself steps aside. Put it another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, good sir. But isn't that extremely dangerous? An experienced medium has little problem controlling a spirit. Mystic Maya, that was her first channeling. And that was why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that would be calling danger upon the client himself. I am grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible incident. And that would be that folding screen there. It is the Kurain's sacred writings. Along with the Kurain's sacred urn, they are this village's most treasured possessions. If I ever found out that something had happened to either one. Oh, the humanity. Odd for her to be worrying about the folding screen at a time like this. I guess this isn't just some dilapidated old screen after all. Well, let's speak about Pearl, who I'm not allowed to visit after all. So how is Pearl today?
Mr. Wright.
Yes?
In this world, Pearl is my most treasured possession. When compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spiritual power to become a master.
That's very impressive.
Until now, the women of the Branch family have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different. Her spiritual strength is so great, it's even greater than some of the main family. Yes, Pearl is a channeling prodigy and is the pride of the Branch family.
Wow, she's really fired up now.
In any case, our world is so different from yours. Perhaps it is best for you to quit, good sir.
Quit? Quit what? Quit what indeed? Well, it won't let us speak anymore to her. Can we examine the bloodstain this time? This is where the medium sits, I assume. There are 4 panels of this flooring. The straw on the flooring feels a little damp, probably from the humidity in the air. No matter what I do, my eyes keep getting drawn to the pool of blood in the center here. Is there anything else weird looking? Well, that's said and done. We should probably look about that next episode. So it doesn't seem like there's anything weirdly out of place. For now, anyway. Our search continues for Pearl. Next episode on Phoenix Wright, Justice for All, when we find out, hopefully, what the Magatama means. I'll see you then for more. Bye-bye.